You not coming over here, poo poo? Poo poo! Poo poo! I ain't been on here in so long. Y'all probably don't even get notifications in T-More. But I hope you do. I hope you still get notifications. Let me take these shoes off for one thing. Hey, beautiful Magic. How's you doing? I'm hoping that this phone don't start ringing. I don't even know who that is. We're going to be talking about a couple of things. I'm going to answer the question that someone asked me on the community wall. Oh, it was two questions on the community wall, and I had a couple of questions in my inbox also. So somebody asked me how long did it take for my hair to get this long and beautiful. I've been growing my hair for 14 years. I just recently decided to cut half of my hair off because it got a little bit too difficult for me to take care of because I have um, arthritis in my hands and tendonitis in my wrists. And it's just too much to be trying to wash and stuff. So I cut it in half basically. And this is a very nice manageable length for me. And I think this is where it's going to stay. Because I had said I was going to cut it all off and start again, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't know, I might. But right now, this is where I like it. And someone else asked me, what led you to stop being a pastor? Okay, so to answer this correctly, I was not a pastor. I was a minister, and to me, there's a difference. Um, the pastor is the shepherd or the head of the church. So I was an associate minister at the church that I belonged to. I was ordained a minister and an elder. So I was an associate minister at the church that I belonged to. The real reason why, it was two very strong reasons why I stopped preaching. One of them was I had a polyp on my vocal cord that was causing me so many problems. Every time I preached, I would lose my voice, my throat would be hurting. Um, this happens to a lot of ministers, a lot of singers, but mine was from an injury that occurred when they removed my thyroid. And so my vocal cord was injured when they removed my thyroid, and that injury just kept getting worse. So every time I would preach, I would have a lot of pain in my throat. Um, I was having a lot of hoarseness. If you go back to some of my older videos, you will hear how bad my throat, my voice was just hoarse. Period. It had gotten to the point where the hoarseness would like not leave. The hoarseness was just a part of my natural voice. It was just hoarse all the time because the vocal cord wasn't closing. And at the time, I really didn't want to have surgery on my vocal cords because I was so scared that, the situation could have made it worse. So I stopped preaching because I know that, my preaching was only making the situation worse. Because I was a hard preacher, okay? I was one of them old country. I had a hoop and everything. I was serious. When I preached, I was really, really serious. And another reason why I stopped preaching is because I just kind of didn't believe in the concepts and philosophies and a lot of things that the church was doing, and I just didn't want to be a part of that anymore. And so I left. And when I left the church, I just never went back. And that was years ago. Years ago. I have visited churches, every now and then. I will get an urge to, want to go to a church and visit or whatever, but I don't get the urge to preach because, to be honest, I don't feel like God is happy with the state of the church right now. I really don't. And I just don't want to be a part of that. So that part of me is behind to me. I love gospel music. I listen to gospel music. Like, I really do enjoy older gospel music, not this newfangled gospel music. I'm not about to go to no church and they singing chitty chitty bang bang. If they are, I'm going to get up and leave. I'm just not, into the whole state of the church. I'm just not. I don't. Um, I don't like it. And let me tell you guys this before I forget. A man, a man and his wife posted a video on Facebook. They looked about, the husband and wife looked like they were in their 30s. They're kind of probably mid to late 30s. And they had, I think, 3 children. They had taken the kids to see the Addams Family. And the Addams Family is the animated adaptation of the original Addams Family. So the husband said they got up and walked out after like 15 or 20 minutes of the movie because they showed a Ouija board. And Lurch in the Addams Family always had this weird voice. So he said, the father said that Lurch sounded like a demon. And he didn't want his kids to see that, to see a Ouija board and someone sounding like a demon. And then the wife chimed in and said, yeah, I don't want my kids to see that because, you could bring that kind of stuff home with you. You can have demonic attacks. The demons from the movie can attach themselves to, your kids because they're not strong enough to fight back or whatever. And the kids, I felt so bad for them because the little kids were clutching their little popcorn and their little sodas. They had their little blankets, and you could tell they went there to have a good time. They had their little blankets and everything. They had their little soda and their little popcorn. And here go daddy dragging us out the movie, talking about it's demonic. Now, I don't have a problem about people having their beliefs or whatever, but do your research before you go to the movies. Do your research. Don't take your kids to the movies and then hurt their feelings, telling them, oh, it's demonic. We don't want to take no demons home. Because the father was like, oh, do you understand why we're leaving? And the little girl was kind of like, well, yeah, cause it was bad stuff. No, they don't understand why they leave it. I was just like, I don't care that you're religious, but you should, as a parent, one of the parents should have had enough sense to do their research before they paid their money and took the kids to the theater and hurt their feelings. Because you know that the children were hurt because young kid don't want to go to the movies to see an animated movie. I could see if they got there and it was Annabelle or something, because that's not animated. That's, a demon doll, and I think they did have a Ouija board in Annabelle. It was a lot going on. I could see if it was Annabelle, but the Addams family. Yes, girl. They said the mother said that the demons from the movie could attach themselves to the children, and they bring the demons home. It ain't even no demons in the Addams family. There's no demons in that movie. That's the kind of crazy stuff that just irritates my whole soul with Christians. And like that Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, I had a few crazy Christians come over and was like, well, you can't talk about nobody because you got demons on your wall. I was like, if you don't shut the absolute hell up. Yeah, Jabari, I really don't feel like, God is happy right now. Let me go. Let me finish what I really came on here, because this was a question that somebody put in my inbox, and I really do want to address this. I have no idea how old this person is, but I want to say this. The person asked why they don't fit in, like in any type of situation, they just don't feel like they fit in with their peers. Like on no level do they feel, like I'm paraphrasing, do they feel like they fit in. And them not fitting in makes them unhappy. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Some of us are not supposed to fit in. Okay? We are on a totally different level than other people. Empaths will never fit in with other people. We won't fit in. I never fit in with, when I was in school, I never fit in with the popular kids. I mean, I had a couple of little nerdy friends, and that was it. I was never a popular kid. I never fit in. When I went to college, I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't fit in. But now I know I didn't fit in because I'm different. I'm an empath. I'm on a totally different wavelength and pattern than a lot of people. Some things I see people do and say to other people, I could never do that because I don't want to hurt, somebody's feelings. Like, I really do think about other people's feelings. And my feelings get hurt really easy. So I have to put people around me that understands you can't talk to me any kind of way. You got to handle me like I got bubble wrap on me. So we're not meant to fit in. And I feel like a lot of you people follow me. You follow me for a reason. You follow me because you connect with me on some type of level. Like, you vibing with me some kind of way. It's something about me that you like. And normally, when you vibe with people, it's because you see something in them that you have or that you want to get. So stop trying to fit in with people. Do your thing. And if your thing is cuckoo cuckoo, do it anyway. Y'all know I walk around with these headbands out in public, unicorns. I'm 55 years old. I don't care about other people. I could care less. Long as you don't say nothing to me. We are cool. Cool beans. My husband tells me all the time, he is like, sometimes I think you live in your own world. Do you see people? Yeah, I see them. But I'm not, like when I'm in stores and stuff, I'm not like, hey girl, hey, how you doing? I am. I'm focused. I'm trying to get in there, get my coffee, my sugar, my fruit cups, my jello. I'm trying to get up out of there. We in our own world. And we're supposed to be in our own world. Spirit has put us aside for a reason. Because we got things to do. We ain't out here like, we ain't thotting and bopping. I never was a thought. Thotting, that's never gonna be on my resume. I ain't never been a thought. That hasn't been my thing. I've always been an extremely spiritual person. I started going to church when I was a baby. Baby. I was in church from birth up until about 25. Very serious, like every Sunday, extremely active. Then I left for a while and was kind of like doing my own thing. Then I came back. That's when I started preaching. So this spirituality thing is in me. Even though I don't attend church, I'm still spiritual. You don't lose your spirituality because you stop going to church. That's something that is in you. It is in your whole soul. So if you don't fit in with the people that you're around, you're not supposed to. Okay? Readjust your crown and keep it moving. I don't have a whole lot of friends, and I don't care. I don't like a whole lot of people around me anyway. I never did. I'm an only child. And if you know anything about only children, even when they grow up, they do love to be by themselves. I can be with a group of people and still I'm that person that's basically sitting in the corner minding their own business. Like at parties and stuff, I don't play spades, I don't shoot dice, I don't drink. I mean, I might take a little sip, a little Hennessy every now and then, but I'm not really a drinker. So when I go to parties, like family parties, I'm talking about family parties, not like, I'm out here partying and stuff. But, my sister-in-law is, she's very social. She likes to throw parties. She likes to have a lot of people at her house and stuff. And I'm just that real quiet person that don't say too much. I don't fit in. I don't care. Every time I go somewhere, I always make sure my phone is charged up because if I want to read a book or, whatever, if I want to get online after I didn't ate your food and drank your punch and stuff, I'm about to get online and see what's going on because I'm not going to talk to some people that I don't know. Unless they talk to me. If they talk to me, I'll talk back. But, um, I normally don't fit in. Hey Phoenix, hey Moth Mama, hey Monique. Hey, Shamar. Hey, Juicy. Hey, Candy. Did I say Phoenix? Monica. Dingus. 136. I'm good. Dingus. Thank you. Leah. Queen of the Crossroads. So Candy said, what do you think will be the mark of the beast at the end of time? How do you feel about employment microchipping? I don't care with either situation. I don't care. Because if we get to the point where and we probably are going to probably move to the point for microchipping everybody because they've been working on that for a long time. I really do believe that, that microchipping thing is going to, have your bank records, your medical records, all of your information in there. I don't care. I'm one of those type of people that, or things that I have no direct control over. It doesn't make any reason to stress yourself out over something that the government has control over. That microchipping and stuff, that stuff is going to be regulated by the government. We are not going to have any control over that. So it does not make any sense to trip off of that or to worry about that or whatever. So I don't care. I'm not, I don't worry about stuff that ain't happened yet. For one thing, also, it's not here. You know what I mean? I mean, it's here, but it's not like they're saying, oh, everybody's got to come get microchipped, or the next time you go to the doctor, you're going to get microchipped. I'm not worried about that. I don't worry about things that have not happened. Unless it's something like, that whole power outage situation. That we knew that was happening. We just was blessed enough to get skipped over. And as a matter of fact, it's happening again. The power is was supposed to be turned out, turned off again at 3 o'clock, I guess, in Napa and some of the other counties. So if it's something like that that I know is gonna happen like tomorrow or next week or whatever, then I'll think about it. But something like microchipping that I have no idea when it's gonna happen or how it's gonna happen, I try not to um I try not to think about those things because I don't want to stress myself out over things that have not occurred yet. Because I'm at a point in my life where I have been told by my doctor I basically need to live a stress free life, and that's what I'm trying to do. And what do I think about the mark of the beast? I don't. That's not in rotation in my brain at all. Like, I'm not even thinking about that. I don't care. I don't care at all. And I guess because I don't go to church and, I'm not hearing those sermons or whatever, and I'm not really a Revelations reader. When I pick up the Bible, I'm not going to Revelations. Revelations is like watching Annabelle or something. That I'm just not about that life. So I don't have a feeling about it at all. If Jesus comes back, I hope he take me. And if he don't, I'm just gonna have to deal with the consequences. But I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm not about to be stressing myself out while I'm here on earth wondering if Jesus is gonna come back and take me. I'm living my life. Now, if Jesus do come back, of course I want to go with him, but I ain't worried about it. I'm too busy living to be worried about what's going to happen when I die. Shamar said, what do you think about Kanye West saying hip hop is the devil's music? Kanye has found religion. And I figured that he would. I really did, because I could tell that Kanye was struggling. And a lot of us, when we struggle, when we're going through a lot of internal struggle, that's when we find religion. That's why people in prison doing these long bids in prison find Allah or find Jesus or find Buddha while you're in prison, because you're going through an internal struggle being locked up. When Kanye lost his mother, Kanye was an only child. I know he had a dad, but I don't think his dad lived with them. When Kanye lost his mother, he seemed to have lost his grip on reality. It seems like his mother was his anchor. And when he lost her, he was just all over the place. Just all over the place. I can tell he was really, really close to her. And when you lose your mother, that can happen. Like, seriously, when I lost my mother, I seriously thought that my mind was going to snap. Just like Kanye. I'm just not famous. Nobody would have knew except for my friends. I really did. And I could feel that with Kanye. That what he's going through is grief. He is going through grief. His mind took a serious dip when he lost his mother. And I think he has a lot of guilt wrapped up in that grief. And that's an ugly package. A ugly package. Guilt and grief wrapped up together. Grief is enough to hurt you. But you throw guilt in there too. And yeah, that's enough to drive you crazy. Enough to drive you crazy. So he found religion. And, you know, I'm not going to say that hip hop is the devil's music, but hip hop is not spiritual music. You know, hip hop is extremely degrading to women. It's degrading to men. It's aggressive. It's angry. And not all of it. There are some conscious rappers, but a lot of the rap music is now get that money, get that bitch, and pop that pussy, and all that kind of stuff. So it's greed and sex and violence, and a lot of rappers end up hurting each other, funking over tracks, and going by the studio, shooting the studio up. We done lost Biggie and Tupac and XXX Tension. Did I give him enough X's? Because I'm not trying to disrespect that young man. We lost him. Uh, what's the young man that was just killed recently? I can't think of his name. Y'all know the young man that was just killed in L.A. Nipsey. Nipsey. We lost Nipsey. So rap is violent. A lot of rap is tied to gangs and, gang mentality and stuff. So I think that was what he was saying. Because you know how the Christian, once you get Christian, child, everything is the devil's fault. Everything bad is the devil's fault. So I think that's what he means. Rap music is the devil's music. That ain't God. It's not uplifting. I don't listen to rap music now. I'm really careful about what I put in my spirit, who I allow around me, who I let drop things into my spirit. I got my force field up. I'm real. I keeps my circle tight. Because I don't want a bunch of, mess in my life. I don't want it. I don't want to hear your drama. I don't want to hear your problems. I don't want it. And I'm not going to have it. It is greed. It is greed. A lot of it is greed. The love of money. The love of the love of money. Beautiful Magic said the music that my dad grew up on, Philly soul and Motown, was so filled with love and joy. What happened? I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know how we made, you know, this transition, and those type of musicians and singers and stuff just stopped making music. It's like the whole music game now is mostly rappers. And I hate it. I hate to see women get out and feel like they have to disrespect their bodies to be seen. You all on the stage, gapping your legs open, and I don't know, I can't do it. Yeah, it's all about profit. They just out here trying to make money. And they don't care how people look. They could care less about your image. They don't care anything about that. All they care about is making money. That's it. Yeah, Kanye has not healed yet. And it's gonna take some time for him to heal. Because when his mom first died, he just kept going like had nothing happened. He didn't get still and deal with it. He was one of those type of people that was like, well, if I keep busy, you know, this hurt won't catch up to me. But yes, it will. It'll get you, especially grief. We coming up on my mom's birthday this week, and I already know that grief will try to sneak up on me. So I'm gonna stay busy, but it will. And if you don't know how to take care of yourself, it can get you. So he has a pastor, and he's working on, his church situation. And I'm pretty sure Kanye is going to start preaching. I believe that. I really believe he's gonna start preaching. He's gonna get ordained to preach, and Kanye is gonna start his own church. I think that's his thing. Cause see, Kanye got that type of spirit that he don't like to be up under nobody else. He got a big ego. And he likes to be in charge. So I really believe this is his step to starting his own church. And if he starts his own church and, he starts a movement and can bring these kids in and corral some of these kids, because some of y'all 20 somethings, y'all teenagers and 20 somethings, y'all just out here running wild. Y'all buck the wild. Y'all wild out in these streets. Fighting, doing drugs, acting crazy, showing your butt on Instagram. Y'all wild. You wild because you're not grounded. You're just all over the place. You're not grounded. You don't have, no, you're not connected to spirit because the majority of you have never been to church or have never had anyone introduced any type of religion to you. So you just all over the place. You flighty. You just flying around. Ooh, that's cute over there. Ooh, that's cute over there. Ooh, that's cute over there. Ooh, give me the Hennessy. Ooh, let me hit that weed. Let me do this. Let me pop this pill so I can get up. Let me pop this pill because I got up too far. Let me get down. I was watching Nightline, I think. I think it was Nightline last night, and they had Michael Douglas' son, millionaire son. And this boy out here doing heroin, cocaine, and heroin. I think he started out doing heroin, and then he started doing cocaine. And he said that he was doing so much cocaine that he was collapsing his veins. He was shooting up in his neck. Then he started spending so much money. His dad knew something was going on. So I think he had, like, slacked up on the money that he was giving him. So he robbed a convenience store. This is Michael Douglas' son. He robbed a convenience store, and then he did something else. The convenience store, I think he said he only got $20, but he didn't care. Then he said he started selling it. He started selling meth. And the police went to his house and arrested him. And he got 10 years or 5 years. Something like that. 5 years, I think. Why would he get in jail? He is having his girlfriend smuggle meth into the jail, and he is selling meth in the jail, in the prison. And the judge gave him 5 more years and put him in, like, solitary confinement. So I guess he just recently got out of jail. He did 7 years, and I guess he's, has to do the rest on probation or whatever. And I guess he wrote a book while he was in jail and, about the situation, about what it was like. Once you start doing drugs, you just keep on going. And then, people who justify um, what they've done all had addictive behaviors. I had this and I had that. That's your way of justifying what you did. You rich and you out here doing crack and heroin with people on Skid Row. That just makes no sense to me. Absolutely no sense. No sense. Hello, Voyage Beyond 50. Voyage Beyond 50. That's interesting. Wiley Wyckoff, but that's the world we grew up in. What world? What world? So Wiley said some great rappers with uplifting music are Nipsey and Kendrick. They got the music that makes your soul smile. Um, Nipsey. I really think Nipsey wanted to do what was right with, you know, with his music. I really, really believe he had a good heart. But Nipsey still had his thumb in the game. If you don't get out of that life and get away from it, what happened? That gang life is crazy. Even though people, people say, oh, well, he wasn't in the gang, but he still wore the colors. You know what I mean? He kind of represented still. I feel like if Nipsey had just turned his back on all of that ghetto stuff and, you know, stayed out of the hood as much as possible, what happened to him may not have happened. But that was supposed to happen. All of our stories, I believe our stories are predestined. And what's supposed to happen is going to happen. We can do the shoulda, woulda, couldas, but it don't matter. It that happened. That drug life, you got to get out of that, and you got to get out of it completely. You can't have your big toe in it and then the rest of your body, because your big toe is enough to make somebody think that you still in. You wearing the colors, you doing all of that kind of stuff. Because my son used to do a whole lot of stuff that, he didn't have to do. He turned his back on all of that. He moved away from here to get away from all of that. He comes back and hang with his partners and stuff that still live in this area. But my son moved a nice little distance from where I live. And I'm glad he did, to get away from it. You got to get away from that. You got to get away from that stuff you did when you was a teenager. He didn't live in the hood. Nipsey didn't live in the hood because his girlfriend wasn't about that hood life. And obviously they didn't want their kids growing up around that. Kylie, you 17. What you doing in here, child? What are you doing in here? Which one was Chinks? See, I don't know all these people. Kylie said learning. You know what, Kylie? You know what's funny? I was looking at this thing on Instagram, and the question was, what do you cook first? Do you cook the eggs first, or do you cook the bacon first? So, a lot of people were saying, of course, you cook the bacon first, because if you cook the eggs first, they're going to get cold. And people were saying, yeah, you cook the bacon first and then cook the eggs in that bacon grease. And people was like, what? You cooking eggs in bacon grease? And I'm like, y'all ain't never heard of that? Like, where's these kids coming from? Is all y'all grandmamas dead? Because I had to clutch my invisible pearls because y'all kids out here ain't had eggs. You want them eggs to taste good? You cook them eggs in that bacon grease. Not all of it, but yes, that give your eggs a good flavor. But people were saying, I ain't never heard of that. That's nasty. Who would do that? What is wrong with y'all? Y'all ain't had no grandma that kept that can of grease on the stove. Okay, we don't do that anymore. But growing up, yeah, my mama kept that grease on the stove. She had an old can that she kept the grease in. I'm like, these kids crazy, honey, because she would take some of that grease if she was cooking the greens or whatever. She would put some of that grease in the greens. I feel so sorry for y'all kids because y'all don't know nothing. Y'all, the grandmamas that passed, or your grandmama too young and you don't know nothing. Yeah, yeah, that coffee cup full of grease. Okay, sweetie. Shamar said my show about to come on. I'm leaving. What you about to watch? What? Well, it's only 7 o'clock here. Ain't no shows coming on here till 8. Yeah. Oh, American Horror Story. Oh, okay. Yeah, everybody had that can of grease. I'm like, what is wrong with these kids? Y'all ain't had no good eggs if you ain't had no eggs cooked in the bacon grease or some ham grease. I was like, Lord have mercy, Jesus. What is this world coming to? These kids don't even know that you can cook eggs in bacon grease. They don't even know, Jesus. Lord, even Gizmo know. Poodle. Even him know you can cook eggs in bacon grease. Because I done did it and gave him some. But I'm like, oh, Lord, what is these grandmas out here doing? Golly said they're allergic to flavor. They got to be. Oh my God. Okay, but don't down that gluten free avocado toast. Cause I loves me some avocado toast. And I am trying to do it a little bit more gluten free. But I'm partial vegan. So yeah, I do be on that gluten free avocado toast thing. Did I tell you that about that time that I went to church and they did communion, and this was one of them like um it was kind of like an all faith church. So it was a whole bunch of different nationalities, but it was predominantly Caucasian. We just stopped in because the church was by our house, and it was always a lot of people. And so my husband was like, well, let's go over there and see what they doing. So I was like, all right then, because everybody was dressed all comfortable, jeans, t-shirts, flip-flops, just one of them, ultra progressive churches. Child, when they got ready to do communion, why the pastor said that the communion crackers were gluten-free and the Did they use wine or or juice? I think they used juice, but the juice was non-GMO and no high fructose corn syrup. And I was like, Lord have mercy, the body of oh, that's progressive. Because these churches don't care what kind of crackers they use. The black church don't. We use whatever crackers is. Honey, the body of Christ is gluten free. Yet normally we don't have options. You go to a black church, you gonna eat these crackers, or you just not going to, or you not going to have communion. That's that. You don't take these crackers. You ain't gonna say hi. You ain't. You ain't gonna say hi. Come say hi. Come here. You need a bath, dude. Come here. Come on. Come here. Say hi. Say hi. I hope you ain't showing your phone number. You are, dude. Why you always be showing your phone number? Say hi. Say hi, poo poo. They're right here. Right there. They right there, poo poo. Okay, y'all. So I finished my scarf. This the one that I told y'all that it was gonna have like two different colors. It's two different colorways in here. But I still kind of like it. But I'm trying to figure out if I want to make another infinity and put like the little shing-a-ling a ling 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 a things on it, or or don't don't make it infinity and just put the little shing a ling 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 a things on the ends. What y'all think I should do? Shingalingas or no shingalingas? Put one in the comments for shingalingas and two for no shingalingas. Oh. Oh, Monique said no. Deborah said yes. Y'all do know what shingalingas are, right? The little things that, the little tassel-y things. So we got two, we got two twos. Yeah, the little fringe. This thing is hot. You know what's funny is I make 1,000. Okay, so I start making my Christmas presents now because I usually always, at least give 4 or 5 people, uh, random people in my family a scarf for Christmas. So I've started, making the scarves now because actually it ain't really gonna get cold enough for us to be wearing scarves and stuff until December, January. And then, the window for us wearing scarves is really short. Like, it don't really be that cold out here. Unless we go somewhere at night or something. Phoenix said, I done changed mine to one. The coin looking things. No! Fringe. Just a scarf with fringes on it. Like this. Oh, my phone done charged all the way, which is great. Let me see if I can find one. Okay. like fringe like that. I think that'll be cute. I think it'll be cute if I turn it into like a infinity scarf and add fringe. I don't know. But I do want to make one of these triangle scarves. So y'all, I finally put these nails on, right? These kiss nails. And I used the oh, these are the ones with these are the ones with the I don't want to lie to y'all, so I'm opening to make sure. Because I ended up having to do something kind of crazy. Yeah. These are the ones where you pull that little plastic thing off and the glue is already on there. These things been popping off since I put them on. So I'm missing one on that finger. I had to take one out of another pack to put on there. And my thumb fell off after I got out the bathtub. And this one is trying its best to come off. It's lifting. So I don't know. I just didn't really like the way these fit. Like, I like this color. The color is really cute. But I just didn't like the way it fit. It's a nice little neutral color. The color is really cute. But I don't know. They didn't really fit right. And they just don't stick long. And then I tried the other ones that have that little thing that you gotta peel off and then put on your finger and then peel it off and then put the nail on top of that. That's what that one is. And it's moving too, child. I'm like, you know what? I'm sick of these nails. And I'm not going to the shop and get my nails done. Phoenix says she changing hers to one. So you want the shinglings. Oh! Wings. Oh! So y'all not gonna congratulate me? We made it to 8,000 subscribers. We did it! We did it! We made it! We out here, 8,000 subscribers. We on the road to 10,000. That's our goal. We gonna make it to 10,000 subscribers. 8,000 subscribers, y'all. Y'all know how happy I am. Do y'all know when I started this channel, I had like 20 subscribers for a long time. And then when I got to 50, I was like, oh my God. I was so happy. And we had 8,000. 8,000 subscribers. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you guys what my goal is, and I'm about to put this down. I'm going to tell you guys what my goal is, and I'm about to put this out here in the universe. I want to one day get invited to YouTube Black. I just saw, is it Lovely T.I. and the King of Reeds are at YouTube Black right now in Atlanta. So they invite you, they fly you down, they put you up in a hotel. You get to go to all of these, like they have parties, and then they have, you get to meet celebrities and, all kind of stuff. And it is for Black YouTube content creators. I want to go. So I'm putting that out there in the universe. I want to go to YouTube Black. Because I think that YouTube should start recognizing, don't just recognize young people, it's older people on YouTube also. YouTube has a plethora of people. It's all different ages of people on YouTube. It's all different races of people on YouTube. So I think that, they should start having things for some of the older content creators. Yeah, Lovely T, she was there. It was real nice. It's buffering again, girl. It's not on my end. So yeah, we made it, y'all. We made it. 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 8,000. We made it. 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 I want my husband to do a montage video of when I first started. Like, I was so uncomfortable in front of the camera back then, to do like a montage video and put some like little excerpts from some of my older videos up until now. I got to give him something to do. So I'm going to tell him to start working on that tonight. I think that'll be cute for my 8,000 um, subscriber. And I am going to be giving away uh, the um, the plant. And I don't want to do it with random picker, because I don't want somebody to get the plant that, don't participate and stuff in the channel. I just don't think that that's fair. For somebody that, don't even watch the channel. And if I do it by random picker, then just some random person would get the plant. And I don't think that's fair. So how many people really want the plant? Of my core audience, how many people really want the plant? Like, you really want the plant. Not somebody that don't know how to take care of plants. You ain't never took care of no plant. And every plant that you had then died. Be honest. How many people really want the plant? So I can put your name down and so Deborah and Moth Mama. Okay, so Monique said I can't grow. Thank you for being honest, sweetheart. Cause I sure don't want to get this to you, because this is a Hoya, and this is a Hoya Carnosa Princess, and it has already started. I mean, this is one of those coveted plants that people in talking about plants, y'all. I got kicked out the plant group the other day because they was in there arguing over the glow in the dark succulents. And so I was like, dang, I wish people cared this much about people. They have been arguing about that plant for 2 days. And so one of the ladies took it upon herself to call me pessimistic ASS. And what she do that for? I said, now, when I call you something, don't run to the admins. So, I gave it to her, and it wasn't cute. It was bad. It was bad. But I didn't care at that point. And they kicked me out. They kicked your girl out of the plant group. Okay? They put me out. I don't care. I really don't. Yeah. Gray put me smooth out the group. Smooth out. They ain't even say nothing to me, girl. They just threw me out. They could have suspended me or something. Girl, they put me out. You hear me? They put me out the group. And I was like, all right then. I don't like y'all anyway. Arguing over a plant. God, dog, why is our PG&E bill so high? My husband is gonna have to check this PG&E bill. Well, we got a California climate credit of $27. I wonder what that is. I don't know, but whatever it is, I'll take it. Let me show him this PG&E bill. I don't know why that shit's so high. It's the people that's dramatic. Crazy people. Somebody stole a monstera cutting from a nursery. What? So why did the people? Why was they fighting? It wasn't they monstera cut. And my monstera, the one that my mother-in-law gave me, is really growing. I had a leaf. Is it still unfurling? I think so. And then the split leaf philodendron that I bought, the leaf is finally, because when I purchased it, it had a leaf that was curled up. And so it's finally opening. It's like halfway open. I'm like, how long do it take for this thing to open? I done had this plant 2 weeks and the thing ain't open all the way yet. But I'm like, I know the plant is trying to, I guess, get acclimated to the house. But it's taking forever for that thing to open up. And I've already lost 2 leaves on that plant. So I don't know. I mean, a lot of people do say that, the monstera is, kind of picky. When you first bring it home, you gotta, it's got to acclimate to, your house and all of that kind of stuff. And I hope it does because I want it. Oh, it was a small mom and pop nursery. Oh, so they came. So they saw the person do it and didn't stop him. Well, it was probably too late by the time they saw him. Dang. Yeah, my mother-in-law gave me. I don't know if you guys can see, not that one, because that's a Dracaena. Right there is my monstera. I can't pick it up because it's in a vase. Um, it's a cutting, so it's in water, and the vase is kind of heavy that it's sitting in. Oh, yeah. Well, I'd have been mad about that too. Like, you can't just go in and steal. Because a lot of people be saying, "Do you pick them up?" If I see some succulents or something broke off in the store, I'll just put it in the pot of the plant that I'm buying, and go on about my business because it's broken. But succulents will grow even well, depending on what it is. It'll grow even if it's broken. So yeah. I'll do that, but I'm not gonna be up in here breaking plants. Like, oh my God, there is a video that my husband took of me at Home Depot, right? We I didn't upload it because it's too much music in the back and I think it'll get demonetized. But I was like touching this fiddle leaf fig. I was like, "Ooh, a fiddle leaf fig," and that whole leaf fell off. But it was already damaged. Like something was going on with their fiddle leaf figs because they were all damaged. They all had a lot of browning on their leaves. I don't know if they had been overwatered or where this Home Depot has their plants, they're not getting enough sun. They're not getting any sun. And then it's like the fluorescent lighting in that area is too dark. They're not light enough. Like they really need to put some grow lights back there. So a lot of their plants were really damaged. And I touched the fiddle leaf fig, and the whole leaf just fell off. I was like, okay, so that's a plant that I wouldn't purchase because if leaves are just falling off like that, then that plant is severely damaged. Yeah, I'm not getting a fiddle leaf fig either, and I don't even really like them like that. I'm not. I mean, it's an interesting plant. I mean, a lot of plants that people have on their plant list or whatever is plants that I don't want. I want that orange philodendron. I want a couple of more philodendrons. And if I can get this variegated rubber plant that I have, if I can get it to grow, because since I brought it home, it's had some dark leaves, and I've had a few leaves to fall off, but there are new leaves growing, like you can see them. If I can get it to start growing and stuff, and I can really notice the growth, I do want that like burgundy color um rubber tree. I do want another ficus and some more philodendrons, and that's it. That's my whole kind of um plant list. And if I can get this monstera to, act right, I want the Swiss cheese. What is it? The monstera, is it the delicioso? I think so. The Swiss cheese monstera, the vining one. I do want that one. And that's it. Mostly all of the plants that I want are in the philodendron family. And then I do want another ficus, and I do want a variegated umbrella plant. And that's it. Oh, and the green wandering Jew. I want that one. The pink is one that's pink, and then there's one like that's green and like a lime green, yellow kind of color. I want one of those, and then that's it. But I really don't want to buy a whole lot of plants until and a ZZ Raven. I do want the ZZ Raven, and that's it until we move. And I'm praying to God that when we move, we have a sunroom. My sister in law has a beautiful sunroom and she hates plants. Her husband turned the sunroom into a studio. She don't like plants at all. She's not a plant person. Like I had bought her a plant as a housewarming gift. It died. I was like, okay, I ain't buying her no more plants. That's that. She is definitely not a plant person. But oh, God. If that sunroom, oh, I want a house with a sunroom in a nice backyard. And I want a she shed. I do. I really want a she shed because I want to be able to go outside and do my art and meditate and all of that kind of stuff in my own she shed. Oh my God, that would be so cute. Me and my granddaughters, we could all be outside drinking tea. We could do, let's leave the guys in here. Let's go out to the she shed. And have like bean bags out there and really cute stuff. And the only guy that can come out there is Gizmo. You can always come to the she shed, okay? You can come to the she shed. We won't put you out because you probably gonna be in the backyard anyway. You can come to the she shed. Yes, you can with your little cute self. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go fix me something to eat. Fix me a. My husband made some green juice last night, so I'm going to taste that. I know it's spinach, cucumber, celery, ginger, and apple. So, Gizmo, leave them people alone, child. So I'm gonna drink some of that, and your sunroom is your bedroom. Ooh, I want a sunroom so bad. So I can just have like my plants, the majority of them in one area. And have a few around the house and stuff, but just have a nice sunroom, with some nice IKEA shelves, and I can put like my plants and my crystals and my statues and gnomes and all of that kind of stuff in the sunroom. That's my desire. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, that would be heckin' nice. That's my thing. All right, y'all, we finna go. I will probably come back tomorrow. Who knows what time? Oh, because we got to talk about Steve Harvey's daughter, too. I'll probably talk about that tomorrow. Wait until a little bit more information come out about her little situation. But I want to talk about that and probably some of the stuff that's in the news, too. So I will see you guys. Did you say bye? You just got up and left, huh? Because you heard somebody come through the gate. You had to just bark at them. Leave them people alone, poo poo. Okay, y'all. I see y'all tomorrow. Love you. Bye.